Hey guys, check this out.
Hello and welcome to Check This Out, a podcast where we take an analytical view of the media that appeals to us as individuals and why. I am Elle, your host, and with me today is special guest and enemy of the show, Mia.
Hello there.
If you would, please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I guess I wasn't meant to make an Obi-Wan Kenobi joke there. I'm Mia. I'm here. Bit about myself. I'm British. I'm sure you can probably tell. Yeah, it's really it.
Fair. I mean, hell, that's probably more than I would have to introduce myself with. So you're bringing something to the table that you enjoy and are passionate about. Could you talk a little bit about it in your own words?
Yeah, well, I decided to go back and watch my childhood show, Walking with Dinosaurs, the 1999 BBC documentary, kinda. It's about dinosaurs. It's not really documentary, it's about dinosaurs. But yeah, it's cool. There's dinosaurs.
Yeah, kind of little known, barely touched on in popular culture. You just don't see them that much.
Yeah, no, there's not been any massive, like, multi-million-dollar franchises about dinosaurs.
Well, not any good ones anyway.
Who would do such a thing? And it's such a niche thing that no one's interested in.
Yeah, I mean, dinosaurs, really.
Oh, they all died like 65 million years ago. What does it matter?
Yeah, like nerds. Cool. So I have my prepared list of questions that are designed to delve a little bit deeper into that enjoyment of yours, if that's all right.
Yeah.
All right. Question 1. Imagine I was someone who has recently been awoken from a coma, or resurrected from being frozen in ice, or even an inanimate object gifted knowledge of modern times and sentience. Essentially, I know what media is, but I have never experienced any. How would you explain walking with dinosaurs without comparing it to something that I wouldn't know?
So it's like it's a media piece about. It goes into the history kind of dinosaurs. It's more of a period piece, if that can be used to talk about something that existed millions of years ago, where it follows certain main characters in the show and goes through like not a day in the life, but that sort of vibe. It's like a docudrama following these. Each episode follows a different like place or period in prehistory and talks about follows dinosaurs in that part. So it's got like Tyrannosaurus, like that sort of stuff, Triceratops, Ankylosaurus, all those sort of dinosaurs.
I thought they'd already released a few documentaries about the Rolling Stones.
As someone who has never listened to the Rolling Stones, probably.
Only the freshest of pop culture takes here.
Yes, dated before the end of the millennium.
Like, oh, yes, popular musicians of the 60s and 70s are old now. Haha. Gotcha.
Yes. I love Queen and David Bowie.
The Big Bopper.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of that song 1985, just sort of making all the references from that.
What, Bowling for Soup?
Yeah. Well, Bowling for Soup's an old reference in itself.
Yeah. Don't get old if ever given the chance. I just say no.
Saying that they can't legally make you older.
Yeah. Question 2. Hypothetically, our positions are reversed, and I'm guesting on your immensely popular and award-winning podcast. I've just answered the previous question with your response verbatim. What stood out to you the most?
Fucking dinosaurs, man. Dinosaurs are cool. But yeah, Also, it's weird to see one of the not really weird, not anymore anyway. We've got all the David Attenborough things, but at the time it was like this is an awesome thing going into like the cool stuff about these dinosaurs. Yeah, I just really like dinosaurs.
I mean, that's fair enough. Sometimes that's basically all it takes to get you in.
Yeah. Also, I watched the show as a kid, which is why I really enjoy it.
That kind of helps too, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see what you mean. Getting someone who is like as serious and forefront about things as David Attenborough to do a documentary about dinosaurs.
He wasn't. It was some unnamed guy, but they did get Nigel Marvin to do season 2, if you know who that is.
I am not familiar.
He's
Do
like
you have a bit more yet?
British. He's like British Steve Irwin. Is the best way I could put it.
As reckless.
Yeah, he put a scorpion like in front of his face. He just grabbed it by the tail and was like, "Hey, look at this thing."
So I must admit, in front of his face isn't the area I was going to like to think of to suggest.
Yeah, it's not really exactly where you want a scorpion, is it?
No, but I also have watched Jackass recently, or Jackass, or whatever. So it's like, oh, that wouldn't have been my first thought.
Yeah, true. But it was more for like his show. He does like he used to do. I don't know if he still does. Like a couple of like those like nature docudrama sort of shows where he would like go to basically again British Steve Irwin. He'd like go to Africa and like show all the animals there and that sort of stuff. And he did another dinosaur show, I think after this, called like Prehistoric Park or something similar. Where basically it was like he made a legally distinct Jurassic Park, but with different types of dinosaur in it.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't have quite the same ring to it, marketing-wise.
Yeah, but he had like a woolly mammoth. He had like some giant insects, a T-Rex, and the terror bird episode was really cool. They got a terror bird.
I was just thinking, I think I've heard something familiar to this. It's about Dinosaur Park.
Yeah, there's a dinosaur park. I was actually going to I was actually going to call it Dinosaur Park because that's the other name I call it, and then I realised that it's also the show. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to reference other shows on this show.
Yeah, why not? They're not going to sue us. They're far too big and powerful.
It's Prehistoric Park by Nigel Marvin with Nigel Marvin in. Yeah,
and
as
a side reference, Dinosaur Park by Sans Pants Radio. Check it out.
Yes, we're not sponsored
yet, but please give us money.
Yeah, Sans Pants sponsor us, you cowards.
Yeah, come on, seriously, what have you got going for you?
You can have that soundbite to like throw at Jack or Joel.
Yeah. Question 3. We can tell that this is a subject that you care about, but what got you to give it a chance in the first place?
Oh, well, I was a kid born in 2000. There wasn't much on TV.
My bones. Aging into dust.
It's, just imagine you're Mark Wahlberg at the end of Saving Private Ryan. Not Mark Wahlberg, what's his face? At the end of Saving Private Ryan.
I frequently have to, because everyone is so young these days. It's not fair.
Yeah, I'm not even that old, and I still get that sometimes.
No, that doesn't count.
There's people who are 5 that were born in 2017. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, people who are 5 years old are born in the 90s.
Yeah, the 90s is still like 10 years ago for me, and I wasn't alive in the 90s.
But I guess other than being a kid, was it like just random channel surfing, or
it's on the BBC? So it was like my parents were like, "Oh yeah, come watch this thing." So we watched Dinosaur Thing, and then
we're told it's educational.
Yeah, well, it's like one of those things like, oh, it's Tuesday night. Let's sit down and watch the dinosaur show on TV.
So, like, then your parents already had knowledge of it before you did?
Presumably, yeah. It came out when they were alive. So yeah,
Okay. Yeah. No,
I
that
think they
makes
just
sense.
saw, oh, the kids are interested in dinosaurs and this dinosaur show on TV. Let's let them watch that.
So it would have been like reruns or like syndication then.
Yeah, presumably reruns because it came. I definitely remember watching the Nigel Marven show when that came out live. Because we used to all sit down and watch that. I definitely watched like reruns of Walking with Dinosaurs. Or maybe even had it on like DVD or VHS.
Ooh, the dark days of VHS. Ooh, must be
You got
scary to such a young kid.
we had tons of VHS. It was fine. We still had cassette in my dad's car.
Yeah. Hey, look, my first computer ran on cassettes.
46 disc download for Windows.
It didn't even have Windows. It was pure text.
Oof. Like DOS PC.
It was before DOS.
Well, I bought a disc for Mass Effect the other day. It's a 2-disc install. And I'm like, ugh.
Prehistoric architecture.
Yeah, when I was buying games on disc, they were all 1-disc downloads. But like a 2-disc download nowadays, it's like, oof. It would take hours to download, but now on Steam it's like 20 minutes, get it done.
And even then, it's like, well, yes, but that's also non-Australian internet, so I'm just
Ah,
very
yeah.
jealous of that.
Your internet comes through via Kangaroo.
Would not surprise me at this point.
Yeah, I always joke with my other Australian friends about how their internet's bad, but they're like, "Oh, nah, yeah, we've actually got quite good internet. It's just out in the sticks we've got terrible internet."
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, good internet is still subjective.
Yeah, true.
I when I went to the States like as a holiday, their in-flight Wi-Fi was better than my home internet, which was about the best that you can get.
Oof.
So it's like, how do people get to complain? This doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's just what they're used to, though, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
we
Oh.
complain about any temperature above 25 degrees, but that's like a Tuesday for you guys.
Yes, but people still complain here, even though it's like, yeah, I know the 40-degree day's coming, but it's over 20. I feel bad.
At least you got aircon.
Well, some places do.
Yeah.
My work doesn't. It is a nice big tin shed with a metal roof.
Yeah, that's just like every other house in Australia, though. They're either like
Yes.
beachfront huts or tin houses, or like houses with corrugated tin roofs.
Yeah, but they probably still have aircon.
Yeah, fair.
We,
Yeah,
we
they
got
open the window.
got a nice big metal roof to keep us warm in summer and a nice big concrete floor to keep us cold in winter.
Yeah. I mean, it does the right job, just at the wrong time.
It does it though.
Oh yeah, your seasons are backwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Up here in the better part of the world, the seasons are normal.
Still no idea what Christmas has to do with anything when it's time for Christmas now. So, oh, go play in the snow and pet the reindeer. It's like, well, we don't have snow ever, and
Go,
reindeer don't exist.
go play in the sand and pet a wallaby.
Yeah, but no one ever mentions that. It's always like, oh yeah, you're cooking around the oven that everyone wants to be around because it's so cold outside. Anyway,
Getting back on topic to dinosaurs.
yeah, although the tangents are fun.
We've gone from Australian wildlife to the slightly less dangerous dinosaurs.
Well, it depends. The Motoburosaurus, I believe, is an Australian local.
Yeah, I literally watched that episode like a few hours ago, and they migrated down the coast of Australia
Yeah,
to
they're
go
the ones
and
with the thumbs.
yeah, but yeah, they used to live in like the
One of
South
them.
Pole, which was a mash of like South America, Australia, and New Zealand and Antarctica, and they would migrate like down south across the Australian coast in the summer. and then go up north in the winter. Go up north.
Question 4. For some people, a sense of community and like-mindedness are integral to their enjoyment of something. To your knowledge, is there a community around Walking with Dinosaurs that you're aware of? And if so, what are they like?
I don't know if there's one around the show. There probably is somewhere. It's like the internet. There's always a community for something. But like, who doesn't like dinosaurs in some capacity?
I mean, it's the internet. I'm sure there's someone somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure there's someone somewhere that likes dinosaurs.
I mean, I know I get told off on a regular basis for not liking animals.
I mean, it depends what animal it is.
Oh, here's a picture of a cute cat to make your day feel better. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it depends. Sometimes I've done it. Like, sometimes it's just like, ugh, here we go again.
Dogs literally cure everything if you hug them. Like,
I mean, it does help.
I don't. Just go away.
Just let me stay at home.
Like, I don't care. I'm happy you are happy, but it does nothing for me. Please stop spamming my Instagram feed.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
Although I'm far too old for Instagram, so what am I saying?
I don't have an Instagram.
Yeah. I am only vaguely aware that is a popular thing with the youths.
Yeah. I just use like Twitter. And
yeah, same.
Yeah, Reddit.
MySpace, GeoCities.
MSN.
Yeah, AOL Instant Messenger.
AOL, yeah. I have, guys, what's your BlackBerry Messenger number?
Yeah. What IRC channel are you in? Yeah, we get it. I'm old. Get over it. Question 5. There are many aspects of media that resonate differently with different people. What is your favourite part?
Oof. Like, of the media or of the show?
Of the show, but we can circle back around to that first one if you like.
Ugh, I'd rather not talk, like, what do you like about media is a bit of a broad question. But yeah, I like the nostalgia of it. That's mainly why I watched it, because it's like, oh yeah, I remember watching this as a kid. It's really cool and good. So I decided to watch it again, and it is still really cool and good. But the animation is very 1990s.
I was going to say, does it hold up?
It's noticeable it's animated, but I watched it on my phone, and it's a 4K phone, but it looked as good as you'd expect for like a non-high definition TV show.
Wait, so it's animated, so what, you're saying they couldn't get the dinosaurs down to the studio for a day?
Well, it's a mix of live action. Well, it's a live action show, but they have there's certain scenes of CG, but they do have a lot of props, like that really niche dinosaur movie Jurassic Park. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Here and there, I've heard bits and pieces.
Yeah, but they use live action props of the dinosaurs for like the close ups and certain other scenes. Like, I think all the dead dinosaurs they use in that show are props, which means they look really cool.
I must be tired. I thought you said they're all cops.
No, they're all props. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they had dinosaur cops.
Although, there's an idea for a spin-off.
At least in the hit podcast Dinosaur World 2, A New World, they have dinosaur cops.
Yeah.
Sans pants pay as you cowards.
Yeah, exactly. Or in the hit documentary series, The Flintstones.
Yes, also true. My favourite documentary. I think the only Flintstones thing I've seen was 10 minutes of the movie.
Well, which one?
The live action one.
Yeah, which one?
I don't know. This was years ago when I watched 10 minutes because it was on TV, and that's what my parents had on the channel.
See, I think I was more partial to that other documentary of like the far off year of the year 2000 with the Jetsons.
Yes, 2000s, when we had flying cars and robot maids.
Yeah. I think they explicitly say it was like 2002.
My favourite is 2015 when we got the automatic lacing Nikes and hoverboards.
Mm. Back to the Future, pay us, you cowards.
Yeah, Universal payers.
Oh, I was going to get to them too, but, double the paycheck.
Did Universal not do Back to the Future?
Yeah, I just want Back to the Future as its own property paying us too.
Fair enough. Get,
Uh,
what's his face? The guy who did Mike McFly to pay us. Michael
Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, Michael J. Fox pay us, you coward.
Yeah. Yeah, you think you're so high and mighty being on Scrubs at one time?
Being a multi-million-dollar actor.
Yeah, world's most lovable guy.
Yeah.
Question 6. Following on from the previous question, what do you think will appeal most to the general public?
Oh, I get it's got that. Everyone likes the main character sort of story, don't they? Like again, very prevalent in the new David Attenborough documentaries, like Planet Earth and stuff, where it follows a main character and gives them like personalities and that sort of stuff, and makes like a dramatized story about these animals that died 65 million years ago that we have no way to know about their existence or society.
Reminds me of that one meme I've seen. It's like, oh, here's this crab. Okay. You love him now. Okay. Do you promise? Yeah, sure. He's in danger. Oh no.
Yeah, it's like the snake episode of Planet Earth 2. Like there's the lizard and it needs to get past the snakes.
I haven't seen it from memory.
But yeah, basically it's that sort of dramatized danger where they give the dinosaurs, or in Planet Earth 2, the animals personalities and like that sort of stuff, and then it's like, but watch out, there's a predator on the loose, and yeah, that all that sort of good David Attenborough sort of crap.
They know that the waterhole is their last hope, so they must spend all of their energy to do it.
Yes.
Hey,
But danger rests at the waterhole. For in the dry season, all animals congregate there, even the predators. Yeah, dramatic, like string music over the top.
and then panning back to basically could be even the exact same animal, but just with the sad orchestral, because you didn't meant to feel sad now.
Yeah, it looks no different, and it's just like a stock footage of it drinking from a pool with sad orchestral music behind it, or like tense music as we cut to more B-roll of like a leopard or a lion like stalking through the woods.
Which, the exact same footage used 3 minutes ago to be dangerous and successful, but now it's all sad and tense, so we're worried instead.
Yeah.
Question 7. Say that I do end up enjoying this because of your excellent recommendation. What would be your number one follow-up? Doesn't necessarily have to be a sequel or anything, but where would I turn if I wanted more of the same?
I mean, there is sequels. There is I think the direct sequel to the show has, as I'll mention again, Nigel Marven in, and he goes back in time using some weird stick things.
As you do.
Another good one to watch is Primeval. Totally nothing like this show, but also a great British early 2000s show featuring dinosaurs. And something I did watch weekly when it came out.
And that's one that I'm familiar with the name, but that's basically it. A little bit of an explanation?
Basically, there's some sort of time fuckery going on, and occasionally portals will open up in various locations of England where it's cheap to film, and dinosaurs will come out of them and a bunch of hot people have to go and try and get these dinosaurs and put them back in the portals before they kill too many people.
How many Welsh quarries?
There's quite a few quarries. There's quite a few scrap heaps. Quite a few suburban areas.
Yeah.
Or large woods.
It's a classic Doctor Who.
Yes. Or it's just imagine any holodeck episode of yes, here's the woods. Here is town and desert. Here is town on plain. But yeah, as the seasons went on, Primeval got a higher budget, and again, really good. I think it holds up. Well, that just might be the rose-tinted goggles.
Was that a Star Trek reference?
Yes, to the holodeck.
I got one.
Yeah,
because I can never remember the difference between war and Trek.
I've never watched Star Trek. So.
Yeah, same.
Star Trek's the one where they're exploring stuff.
No, I tell a lie. I have seen an episode or two of Star Trek. That was the one with Scott Bakula in it, because people know that I liked Quantum Leap.
Fair.
But apparently that is the worst one. It is god awful. Why the hell did I watch that? It's okay. I don't know. It was recommended.
I'm trying to see. I want to see what episode it is. Oh, it's in Star Trek Enterprise, the movie. Yeah, I've heard the movies aren't too... Oh, the series. I've heard they're not too good. It looks weird. Fair.
Yeah,
I've never watched Star Trek either, so...
Yeah, well, again, it's this little indie show that basically no one's ever heard of, so it doesn't matter.
Red Dwarf is so much more popular.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, we can say what we like about all, 10 of the Star Trek fans. They're not going to care.
Star Trek fans, same with those Star Wars nerds. Famously, they're not vindictive or militant about the shows they like.
No, I mean, not like a good, honest Red Dwarf fan.
Yeah.
Question 8. Sometimes our engagement with a piece of media comes from a position of relativity. Did you have a character that you related to? And if so, what drew you to them?
They're all dinosaurs, man. They don't really have characters.
Well, yes, but like the sort of the artificial character granted by the nature of the documentary series.
Not really, because there's a lot more of that, again, the survivalistic sort of... the T-Rex must hunt for her food, as in the ash wastes of the Cretaceous period. All that sort of stuff. Food is scarce. All that sort of David Attenborough sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what my favourite episode was. There's quite a few good ones. I think the first one was good because it's a bit of history they don't really talk about much because it's pre-dinosaurs. So it's it's still got lizards in. Yeah, it's 220 million years ago. So it's the very first dinosaurs are evolving and creating, and it's about their rise.
Now I'm just trying to remember everything from that History of the Entire World, I guess, video by Bill Wirtz.
I guess. Yeah.
It's I know the names of those proto-dinosaurs and everything, but I just can't remember them. But I can see it in my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you would say that first episode is your favourite?
I really enjoyed the first episode. Yeah, I'm literally looking at the show list now to see which one's which. That's the ocean one. That's the pterodon one.
But
The ice forest one was really good. The one we talked about was the South Pole. That one was good.
It's also that's the one that sets the tone for the entire piece. So you'll see the recurring segments nearly.
Yeah, the recurring themes and what's going on.
Question 9. A lot of these types of interviews rely on the question of what would you bring with you to a desert island in order to get to know a person. But that's not this show. What we ask instead is to picture this scenario. You're on a deserted island with no hope of rescue, but food, water, shelter, and everything that you need has been taken care of so that you won't succumb before your natural time. You've also been provided with a single piece of media and the means to engage with it. And for you, it is walking with dinosaurs. How frequently would you utilize it, and how long would it take for you to be sick of it?
Oh, I don't know. It's what because I'm one of those people. It's like I could be engaged with something for like days and weeks and months, but occasionally I watch it like ugh, I'm kind of. I'll sit down, do something for 5 minutes, and be like, oh, I'm kind of sick of this. I don't really know what to do. Yeah, I definitely watch it a lot. There's like I watch the main series, but there's spin-off series and like soft sequels to it. So, but I didn't watch those. I just watched the main show, Walking with Dinosaurs.
Fair. But it's like, yeah, I know what it's like to have that sort of hyper fixation on something for a short time. Like, that is the only thing you want to do or think about or everything, and then just one day it's like, yeah, no, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I think that's just the ADHD.
Yeah, that's what they tell me. I should get that looked at.
Yeah, it's like what host and friend of the show Zamet got diagnosed with ADHD recently-ish, didn't he?
Uh, Depending on your view of recent, yes, because
I was
one
gonna
would
say it's probably
argue that it is a lifelong affliction.
oh yeah, he got diagnosed with it recently.
Yeah,
But I think recently was like 2 years ago.
well, that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like what a difference apparently it makes.
Yeah, because then like you know and you can get medicated for it.
Yeah, still got to jump through all the loopholes
Oops.
because I'm not a rich billionaire, so I can't just like claim it for whatever minor benefits I can think of just to get legal speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, capitalism is a bitch.
Ugh, tell me about it.
Capitalism. But that is all the questions that I had, so thank you for indulging me.
Yeah, no problem. Happy to be here.
Hopefully, that's given people a little bit of a deeper insight into your perspective. Now, before I ruin the show by talking for myself, it's time for everyone's favourite part, a word from the sponsors. Thank you, sponsors. That just the pure tone of your ad read, mwah, love it. Now, I have a follow-up review from last episode's enemy of the show and self-proclaimed old bird and late-blooming everything, Lilth, and their recommendation of Discworld. Is this something that you're familiar with?
Yes, it is. Unsurprisingly, I am very aware of Terry Pratchett's amazing book series Discworld. I read a lot of them as a child at the library.
Now that is interesting because I've heard that it's a very niche name that only the most diehard of fans would recognize.
Oh, yeah. No one in England's heard of Terry Pratchett.
No, I mean, come on, you give us some slack.
It's not like they made a BBC series about his show.
That apparently we're not allowed to acknowledge because the books are much better.
I've never watched the show, but the books are really good.
Yeah, it's what I've heard too, but wanted to put that out there as a disclaimer. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Lilith will be very mad at me.
just don't let them know.
No, I probably would.
Fair.
But yeah, no, Discworld is, as mentioned, an amazing book series. You could read them at basically any age, providing that age is old enough to read.
Yeah.
And you would get more out of it at any point of time. Just you could jump in now or later or wherever you are in life, you could get something different out of it each time.
Definitely. I've been wanting to go back and reread them for ages now, so I might use this as an excuse to go and buy The Colour of Magic again, or go and buy it. I've never owned it before.
And as mentioned in the previous episode, the first two, The Colour of Magic and The Light Fantastic, are somewhat trickier reads compared to the rest of the series.
I didn't think that when I first read them. I enjoyed them.
I mean, so did I, but I can even tell, like, thinking about it now, that they are tonally different because it hadn't quite landed there yet.
But yeah, Discworld's great.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit of a weirdo outlier because my favourite ones are soul music and moving pictures.
I don't think I got that far in the series, or if I do, I don't remember them. But I've heard a lot of people say they enjoyed soul music.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do say that they enjoy it, but it's also not the ones that are commonly listed as the favourite.
Yeah, I guess like Guards is commonly up there.
Yeah, or The Last Continent.
Lost Continents. Yeah. Where they go to North Australia and have not the racist stereotypes of Australia.
Well, yeah, I mean, we kind of deserve
it. Yeah. Even the wizard school in 4X is like made. It's like a tin hut.
Yeah. I mean, because it is.
Yeah. Well, that's how it works in Discord, though, isn't it?
Oh, I just meant the one in real life.
Yes. Well, isn't the closest, like, according to person we shouldn't really talk about, an author of Harry Potter, the closest
Hatsune Miku, yes.
Yes, the closest wizard school to Australia is in like Japan.
Yeah.
And also the only co-ed wizard school in Europe is in Scotland.
I mean, that does explain stuff. But yeah, no, Death of the Author, we can say what we like now.
Yeah, fair. But it was a weird. It's weird looking back on all that stuff they tweeted out about. Like, okay, that's an interesting thing.
Yeah, wizards just shit themselves and magic it away. Yeah, that's unnecessary.
It took them a strangely long amount of time to figure that, to like change that. Like, how many Muggles went to Hogwarts before they changed that rule?
An uncomfortable amount, one would assume.
Because I feel like that would be the first thing I'd notice about, like, hey, you know, we have like piping and like fresh water. Because like presumably they didn't. Like, presumably they had like no like plumbing or any of that, and they had to like get like the fresh water in and taps and baths and that sort of stuff.
I still like the idea that it's not just disappearing it because of the conservation of matter. It's just teleporting it to someone's house that they don't like.
Well, yeah, that's why they can't like make wizard. That's why they can't like magic food and drink, because they have to take it from someone else's house. Because I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I never read the books, and I've watched like 2 of the movies. But they have to take. It's like Full Metal Alchemist. You've got to conserve like mass and matter. So presumably they had to send it somewhere.
Yeah, it's just the one guy's house who's just screaming, "Why?"
So yeah, so it's like some guy's house, or there's a big pit underneath Hogwarts, or that's why Ben Nevis hasn't erupted in however many millions of years.
In returning to Discworld, just if anyone hasn't read a Discworld, any of the novels, do yourself a favor and try and find one.
Definitely.
There are guides out there for like where to start or what type of book you might be interested in. I definitely, as the show says, check this out. And I would say I would give it a 4.5 out of 5. There are a couple of things that just don't land as well with me personally.
Fair enough.
And technically, nothing is ever perfect. It doesn't exclude getting a 5-star rating, but I'm bordering on the more tolerant of reviews, because that way I can always be proven wrong.
Yeah. It's better to underestimate than change than overestimate and be proven wrong.
Yeah. Now, before we wrap up the final ever episode of Check This Out for this recording session, and 15th time I've made that joke, could you please tell the audience where they might find you online and if you have anything to advertise?
You can normally find me on, I don't know, Discord or Reddit. They're not exactly places you follow people and I don't post stuff. So, yeah.
Just an internet enigma.
Yeah, you find me on the internet. If you sign up to Sanspants Plus, the premium software for listening to Sanspants podcasts, you can find me on there. Yeah, you can find me on that server, generally spamming general chat with Warhammer minis.
So there you go, advertising for Sanspants again. Pay us, you cowards. My bill is in the mail.
Yeah, my check will be in the mail.
It better be. I have your your PO box.
Yeah, I'll head down to London and give them an invoice for ad revenue.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be fair. It'll be a lenient fee, but you probably won't like it. And on that note, I've been El.
I've been Mia.
And this has been Check This Out, a podcast of media positivity. And remember, you can beat a dead horse, but you can't make it drink.